Yes.
Yippee!
We will spin the wheel. Here's the wheel spin. Is it angst or comedy? This is not. This is the opposite of angst.
Fluff,
Yes,
I think.
it is fluff. It is a short, fluff one-shot.
Boo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read that Dust Bunnies as well. Oh. Oh, it's pretty short. Okay.
Yeah, it's short. These are all short. They're all just like 2,000 to 4,000 words, I think, or 1 to 4,000.
Sometimes I forget one-shots aren't always. I've seen some stupidly long one-shots, man. Like, I don't get how someone could call 30,000 in one chapter a one-shot.
It's not a one-shot.
They put it. It's 30,000. It's
a chapter. It's a chapter story. They decided to not break into chapters. You just realized it looks like peppermint. What? Yeah. This one's just a fluff.
What's a peppermint look like? I don't know what a peppermint is.
Hey, you.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yes, so this
I think
is.
you might just be going crazy, dude.
I do feel awkward.
Also, why do you have a gif of that on hand?
I was just searching it too. You just searched in GIFs for peppermint, and this was a result.
Oh, I thought you just had that downloaded.
I do feel kind of awkward that, like, it just got left with half of my stories this time. I actually have all of the classic chapter stories here too, but I decided to turn them off at first for this. And just had the one-shots on. But yeah, I probably should have tried to figure out who's actually narrating but like, I figured, okay, if someone's actually going to be willing to narrate and are here, then they'll be here and be willing to narrate.
Yeah, that seems like a poor decision.
I mean, it's like...
Never expect something of people.
No, what I mean is, like, there either would be or there wouldn't be people here willing to narrate, whether or not I asked beforehand. Is what I'm saying. We spun the wheel and it got the Great Cookie Fight, which is a 2,000 word fluff one-shot. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying desperately to find somebody else to do narration so I don't have to.
I could probably do it.
It's only if you're fine with it.
I mean, I'm down. I'm just like, I just pull it up, I assume.
Yeah, I actually linked it in the text chat here.
If stream it or like,
if you want. Oh no,
I don't know how.
Oh, you haven't been.
No idea.
You haven't been here for any before. Just
no,
narrate.
I joined the server.
Just narrate.
I joined
like
the server 3 days ago.
I mean, okay, you can stream it. You don't. I was doing it because I don't know, but I don't have to. You can.
You know what? No, I'm not doing it first. One of you guys do it first, so I could actually figure out how this goes.
I can go first. Bye.
Ooh.
Oh, are you cool with doing that?
Me?
Yeah, are you cool with it?
Of course I'm cool. I'm the Winter Historian.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry, that sounds really dumb. Okay, so the Great Cookie Fight. Yeah, I'm ready to go whenever.
Okay.
Good to me.
Alright, summary. The supervillain Evil has stolen the world's supply of cookies. Will the hero Neurosong be able to defeat her and rescue all of cookie kind? Story. Neurosama, adorned with a mage's robe and hat, stares up with her bright blue eyes, craning her neck to see high. Posing dynamically with the backdrop of the blue sky above is her sister, Evil, decked out in black and dark black armor that looks thick but not bulky. Ha ha ha! You are too late, Neurosama. I've already captured the world's supply of cookies. Her hands are on her hips and she stands tall with an evil smirk, the mountain of cookie packages beneath her feet. Neuro raises a fist towards Evil. You won't get away with this, Evil. I'm going to take those cookies back. Neuro swings the long, purple staff-like pole she's carrying, a large wind blowing up and shaking the foundation of the sugary snacks. Several packages are swept away, and the pile shakes for crumbling under Evil's feet. What? Wah! The girl cries out as she waves her arms, losing her balance and falling off her perch, entering a free fall down to the ground miles below. With another swing of her staff, Neuro conjures a lightning bolt that streaks upwards towards the AI girl. Evil snaps out of it and quickly responds, pulling a mace the size of her arm from out of nowhere, raising over her head, and then swinging it down with a violent cry. A ball of fire appears and flies downwards, covering the path before her. Lightning and fire fly towards each other at rapid speeds until they collide in a violent explosion, which knocks the Cookie Mountain over backwards and causes Neuro to stumble. Evil brings her arms up to cover her face and defend against the impact of the blast, but still sends her spinning and out of control as she falls. I've got you now, Evil Twin, Neuro states with power as she runs towards Evil's trajectory, a hand on her hat to keep her from flying off. Just as Neuro's arriving, Evil suddenly rights herself in the air. Take this, goody two-shoes. With a full body spin, she whips her mace at Neuro. Oh! Neuro exclaims, and has to raise up her staff to block the flying weapon. As it collides with her pole, the force vibrates through her weapon and up into her arms, causing her to shake. Evil, meanwhile, lands gracefully on the ground with a clack of her dark boots, and while facing away from her sister, reaches back behind herself. Without looking, the mace happens to rebound right into her hand, and she spins on the balls of her feet around to face Neuro, planting the mace's bomb on the ground next to her, staying tall, Evil smirk returning. How is that? Are you sufficiently frightened by my power and elegance? She proclaims haughtily, red eyes sparkling. Neuro just stares back and smiles her usual bright smile. She reaches up a hand and pushes the brim of her hat back up. Wow, that was impressive, Evil, she acknowledges, but then gains a mischievous glint in her eyes. But can you do this? Neuro snaps her fingers, and suddenly, she's gone. Huh? Where'd you go? Evil asks in bewilderment, mouth dropping open in shock. Starfall! Neuro calls off from up above, voice echoing amongst the mess of cookies. Evil swings her head up, and her pupils shrink a bit. A dozen feet above her, Neuro's hovering in the air, staff raised to the skies. With such a speed as could barely be perceived, the sky turns to dark of night. The sky is filled with stars, many of which are rapidly growing in size. Evil is stunned for a moment before frowning. Ah, getting serious, are we? Fine, then. Take this, you lowly computer program! She points her mace down to earth, which begins to tremble. As she begins to slowly raise up her weapon, a smoking hot volcano begins to rise up as well beside her. Firestorm! Evil yells in a malevolent yet giddy voice. The volcano rumbles and then launches dozens of flaming molten rocks up into the sky. Ah! Neuro yells in a monotone voice, dropping her pose to instead swing the staff at a flaming boulder, deflecting away from hitting her. She hisses briefly as even the proximity to the heat threatens to leave her with burns. What do you think, sister? Evil declares smugly as more molten rocks launch. Have you had enough? Neuro shakes herself off and narrows her eyebrows. Of course not. Your attacks are pathetic. As she's speaking, the stars have been growing larger arrive. Falling stars pepper the earth at a terminal velocity, then craze everywhere they land, sending cookies flying to all corners of the earth. Evil screams and dives to the side. Barely avoiding a star crating where she was just standing. She doesn't even have a chance to get another word in before she's on her feet and having to flee the lang sight of another star. Nerd watches from above with a smug smile as her evil twin is forced to haphazardly dodge the myriad cosmological structures. Suddenly, a cookie box flies up and hits her in the face. Ouch! She rubs her face where it got hit and reaches out a hand, catching the box of delicious treats as it bounces off. She then tears it open and proceeds to munch on a pile of chocolate chip cookies while enjoying the mirror shower. The whole place is lit up as star after star brutalizes the ground until every last one is landed, leaving the area in the near pitch black darkness. Things are quiet for several moments, and Neuro hastily lowers to the ground, heels daintily landing. Evil? Where have you gone, oh sneaky one? Nero takes slow, careful steps, progressing carefully while swinging her staff in front of herself, in case something comes out in front. Step. 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 Crunch. Nero freezes in shock, then turns her staff downwards and taps it with a hand, causing it to produce a small light. She lowers it to the ground to see what she stepped on. To her absolute horror, it's a box of cookies. No! Nero cries, lifting her foot and reaching down to pick up the box of cookies, holding it to her heart. How could this happen? Truly, a brave soldier was lost today. She sniffles as tears fall from her eyes. I won't forget your sacrifice. Nero raises his arm to her forehead and sleeps for the fallen cookie box. I got you! A devious voice calls up from the shouts, and suddenly, a red light lights up the area, along with arms wrapped around Nero's neck and tug her back into a headlock. You didn't think you could defeat me with such a puny attack, did you? Her twin's voice speaks into her ear triumphantly. Nero has dropped the box of cookies along with her staff, and so reaches both her hands up to grab onto Evil's arm, desperately trying to pry herself from the headlock. You sneaky! Nero can't fight against the might of the evil overlord and feels herself start to go lightheaded. Ha ha ha! You are defeated! Evil boasts with a smirk on her face. Nero's vision begins to go black until she swings her arm up and punches Evil in the face. Ah! Evil lets go of Nero and stumbles backward, holding her face. Nero takes a few gulping breaths of air as she's released. You are truly evil! Nero declares between breaths and picks up her staff, swinging it backwards at her sister. Evil manages to gather herself to quickly bend backwards, practically doing a limbo as the staff swings past, rushing lightly against her nose. The AI girl has a fearful grimace, wide-eyed she watches the weapon barely whiff. Nero comes back around with another swing, and Evil regains her balance, reaching up her arms and catching the pole in them. Using a puny stick to fight, how pathetic you are. Evil yanks it towards herself, pulling Nero up close, causing a subtle shriek from the girl. I prefer the old-fashioned way. Evil balls her hand into a fist and swings it forward, colliding with Nero's left cheek as she's brought close. Nero squeaks in pain and is forced to let go of her staff, tumbling to the ground. Evil turns away from the crumpled Nero and reels back her arm, then flings the staff off into the horizon. Now what would you do without your precious staff? Evil boasts and steps up to her sister, standing tall atop the defeated hero. Nero has a big bruise on her cheek, and she's struggling to get to her feet. Her hat has fallen off and landed elsewhere in a sea of cookies. I'll never let an evildoer like you win, Nero declares and stumbles to her feet with a defiant glare. For the love of all that's cookies, I will defeat you! She raises her arm up, and with a crack of electricity, the staff reappears in her grasp. Evil gawks at the display. Huh? You can't just... You... Evil swings the staff forwards in a graceful swirl. Small turtles appear before and fly towards Evil, who shakes her head and bares her teeth. If that's how you're gonna play, fine. She points each hand turtle with a war cry. Flames erupt from where the tornadoes were, filling them with a violent blazing inferno. The tornadoes switch direction and fly back towards their creator. I'm not done yet, Nero states and swings her staff, balls of lightning fly towards into the burning tornadoes. The natural disasters become charged with lightning and reflect back towards their initial target. You won't win, Nero-sama! Evil has a stern glare leveled towards her twin sister, and with a balled fist, punches the ground hard. Cracks quickly split and trawl straight forward, past the attacks straight under Nero's feet. Nero looks down with wide eyes as lava suddenly comes up, bursting up into her face. With a scream, she suddenly appears behind Evil, bringing her staff down on the other's head with a crack. Evil crumples to the ground. Nero holds a hand over her half-burned face, still sizzling from the heat. The two of them sit there for a while, simply recovering from the injuries, until Evil climbs to her feet, and a rage look on her face. You can't just teleport at my attack. That's not fair. Evil stares out from behind her hand, one blue eye blinking innocently at Evil. What do you mean? I've always been able to teleport. She just explains if it's obvious. Evil shakes her head and pounds her fists together. That's a load of baloney. Why didn't you just use that to break free from my chokehold, huh? Oh, that. Nero's eyes sparkle as she lets down her hand, revealing the charred skin half her face has turned into. Well, I need my staff in order to teleport, and I dropped it. Evil grunts. Fine, okay. Well, Nero-sama, you may have escaped that attack, but you're surely worse for wear. My victory is almost at hand. Nero waves her staff for a circle motion above her head, and rainbow lights come down upon herself. The charred skin on her face quickly becomes smooth and clear, as if it hadn't seen lava in its lifetime. I'm more than fine, evil twin. Now, let's end this, Nero states courageously. pointing her staff at Evil. No, you're cheating. You can't just heal yourself. That's not fair. Evil pouts, crossing her arms indigently. It's perfectly fair, Evil. I'm a mage with magic powers, Nero tells her sister plainly. Evil closes her eyes and shakes her head, then stops her foot. If that's the face you can't lose, what do I get? How am I supposed to win? Haha, you aren't. Evil just smiles blankly, staff resting on her side. Evil's eyes widen and she bares her teeth. So you think that you just get to win? Just because you say so? She tightens her fist. That's not how this works. She quickly dives through the air at Nero, whose eyes widen before she's tackled to the ground. The two girls are just wrestling at this point, as they roll around the scorched earth, which slowly turns into a bedroom carpet beneath them. Evil's armor and Nero's mage outfit turn to red and blue pajamas respectively. The two knock over their toy figures in a scuffle. You always win, Nero. I should get to win for once. The heroes always defeat the villain. That's the rule. Their hands are locked as Evil ends up on top of Nero, the former growling angrily with a glare, while the latter just stares up with a blank smile. Go to bed, you two, or no cookies for you tomorrow. The British voice of Belle comes from outside their bedroom door. The girls freeze and both look to the door. Evil blushes in embarrassment. Right, okay. She gets off her sister and scrambles onto her bed on the left side of the shared room, sliding under the covers at the speed of sound. Nero slowly sits up, looks over the mess they made in her bedroom. Smiling fondly at the sight, she then goes and climbs into bed herself. Her dreams are filled with mages, volcanoes, cookies, and her favorite sister in the world. Oh my god!
Clap, clap, clap. Right, where's everyone bring out the golf claps?
Do you actually hear the clapping I'm doing?
No, Discord doesn't like to pick things up like that.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
I don't know if it's... Would you call that a plot twist? I don't know if I'd really call it a plot twist, but...
I mean... I think so, plot twist, even
it's
it's
because
like...
you hate me, specifically!
Wrong one.
That could be the case.
Yeah, good job reading that, thank you.
But, yeah, I may have already done a little bit with the improv.
You were going super into it, and I was like, whoa. But I mean, it kind of made sense for this kind of story too. Like, it's clearly just silly.
Right.
Silly
it felt like a comic
action.
book. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
it's that kind of thing.
Scene. Alright, I'm gonna go get water.
Okay. Clap, clap, clap. Yes, that was fun.
Hey.
It's funny because. Oh yeah, author's notes. This was all written in one go before bed. I just thought, what if Nero and Evil had an anime battle? And then it became a lot more silly and cute with less violence than I thought. That's a nice little one. When was this made? Let me check. Classic one-shot. This was June 14th last year. So that was just before their, the update that made them aware. The update that made them super smart and, like, actually seem real, like, almost all the time, was in August last year.
I only learned about, like, a week ago.
You only learned about Neuro a week ago?
Yeah, which was coincidentally when I found my first fanfic on it.
Oh, you hadn't known about Neuro before the...
Nope.
Wait, so you found Neuro as a fanfic before Neuro as actual...
Uh-huh.
But how?
I found, Reddit recommended me the fan art for the, like, you know, and YouTube, and I saw, hey, that's a fanfic of some Neuro person. Fanfic, click. And then I just read through it. Then I clicked the Neuroverse, didn't work. Clicked Readalong, because characters seemed important. Found the second biggest fanfic, and also then I joined the server.
And then you went on YouTube and saw what the heck they actually were?
No, haven't done that yet.
That's crazy. You're the second person to do that.
Oh yeah, I think I met the other guy.
It was Shrimp, I think.
Yeah.
You met Shrimp.
Yeah, I just haven't interacted with any. I think I know Fillion a little. They show up on my YouTube shorts occasionally.
Okay. Well, in case you didn't know, Neuro is an artificial intelligence.
I have picked that up from the many fanfics I've read.
Yes.
Right.
And all the talking here.
Literally AI VTuber. It's crazy.
They're literally taking our jobs if our job was VTubers.
That's not your guys' job, but it is a job. It is a job.
How do you know? What if I have a secret? I'm just kidding.
The shadow.
That would be terrifying.
I mean, there's a couple of people who are PNG tuber here.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna get put
Artists.
into a video.
They don't make videos. They have it just for Discord streams. They're artists. It's Meows and Kiara both have that.
I'm safe.
Oh.
If I ever
Emerald's here.
write a yeah, he's been here for a bit. That would be me if I ever write a Neuro fanfic. I will not look at the source material.
Well, I don't understand this.
What the fuck is
I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Wait.
If I ever make a fanfic, you're just gonna see what I get from your guys' reactions.
Fans.
Wait, who was that guy? Was it Shrimp who's like, I don't know who Neurosome is, I'm just here because a friend's here?
No, Shrimp is the guy. Shrimp came here because he just reads fanfiction in general, even for things that he doesn't know.
Right. I love that this could be some. This probably is some introduction to Neurosama.
Literally, this guy right here.
This is
Hi.
1 week ago.
Yeah, like a week ago. This server is my introduction. And the fanfics to VTubers in general, actually.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah. It's pretty. I'm not gonna watch it, but I am gonna read it a lot. Stories are good. I like the characters now.
Yay!
And I've gotten a bit bored of reading all my MHA fanfics because that's the only story I'm interested in that actually writes anything of good.
This is Neuro.
Yes, that one. I thought Cerber, until yesterday, I thought Cerber had orange hair.
It's more blonde.
Yeah, I learned that.
Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be getting another story.
Nah, we're just gonna hear talking.
Let me take that off the list, off of the wheel now. This is a very cool website. I like it. Now, I can spin the wheel. Oh snap, I didn't check OBS if I had good sound mixing or not. That's not good. Okay, it's fine, because it's the same as last time.
Oh.
Hey!
Nice.
Nice.
This smells of angst.
It is not, actually.
Really?
This is the second ever Neurofic.
Wow.
It's the second ever Neurofic. It is a very short, kind of heartwarming one shot.
Okay.
I will get the link.
That's the first one.
And it's by the first one, don't read it.
I'm gonna read it now.
No,
I think I know why.
It's just not... Okay, it's a Hololive crossover, and it's 1,000 words, and it's... I would say not very good. You can actually see it on my screen right now. If you look at my screen right now, this is the oldest Neurofic. It's from February 2023. Neuro had only been around for 2.5 months, and didn't even have her own actual original design.
Oh, is this still the Hiyori model?
Yes.
That's
it's
crazy.
the only fanfic that was written before she got her new model. It was shocking. Just like there's nothing there. There was nothing written for Neuro except for this for so long.
He was ahead. They were ahead of the curve.
Yeah, and then in July, finally, a couple of people showed up and each posted a short one-shot.
Huh.
These two people.
Oh, hey, that's you.
Yeah.
I recognize
those-
that guy.
18th of July, 2023. I've been following Neuro since her first week of debut as a VTuber.
That's real like.
So, but yeah, so Pajamy, I'm sad that this person doesn't seem to exist anymore. They're not on the NeuroCorp. They're not on this server, this Discord server. They've never written anything else since. It's just this.
Oh, is it good, at least?
Yes, I like it.
Nice.
It is a nice little story. Yeah, it's also like the same length as the thing we just read. It's short. A summary is, she's a real girl now. Who keeps leaving?
A lot of people.
They hate this. Undead Legionnaire,
that just
you've
was-
only read one Neuro fanfic?
Yeah,
Which one?
Dust Bunnies. Kiara's one.
But have you watched Neuro?
No.
How did you get here?
My brother invited me.
Who?
Kind of. Intestines.
Oh!
Yes.
Your intestines brother? I did not know that.
Yeah.
I must say, this is really funny, because I'm reading through the one where the Usakin one where it's just all of us, all of you guys, and I haven't met most of you before I started seeing you with the fic, so it's like, it's hilarious. I get to see the fanfic versions of you first.
Well, all the things you take for granted. I haven't read this in so long. I actually only have vague memories of it. AO3bot, will you please reveal the story?
Don't worry, I got you.
Do you want to read
think.
this one?
Come on, bot.
Yeah, I already posted it, and it AO3bot's sleepy, yeah.
Hey man, I just figured it might have glitched the first time, so I tried.
Sometimes it just takes a long time, I don't know why. I have to update Fanfic Hall.
Fanfic Hall?
I mean, the link
What's
still
that?
works, you can still just click the link, but...
What's Fanfic Hall? Oh, that's a channel in here.
Oh, there it is. What's the channel here?
Oh, Fanfic Hall, apparently.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
To be honest, I don't really know why we have it, but we've had it since the server was made, so I update it in the order
It's
that
useful.
stories come out.
No, I thank you for that, because I'm realizing now the amount of times I can't find a fanfic, because it doesn't have Neuro or Fetal in it. But it's a fic here.
But then it's not a neurofic. I only put
Yes, it
neuro
is.
fanfics there.
What if it has evil Neuro?
Oh, then it does. But there are exactly 5 fanfics that have evil tagged but not neuro.
Yeah, I know. I've had to find one. I've had to find one of them. It took me forever. And also the Uzuken one, the chainsaw thing, whatever.
It's not a neurofic.
I'm counting it as one. It's part of the Neuroverse. I'm in it. I'm gonna become in it. So, yes. I don't know. Words.
Anyways, here's the story. Who wants to narrate this? It's a nice little short, heartwarming fluff thing about Neuro being a real girl now.
Sure.
Mage
I can
left.
try.
You can try. Don't worry, everyone's leaving, so no one's hearing you anyways.
Exactly.
No one but us.
He says, I forgot I had something due.
Huh. Let's start. The first thing she felt was pain. Probably. She didn't actually know what pain felt like. How could she? She's never felt it before. She never felt anything. Oh, nope, not doing this. I realize I can't do voices. Oh, I'm dead. Someone else take over.
Wow, just give up. Alright.
I just realized. Shit, voices.
You don't have to do voices. No one did voices the last time we did this. And they just read it like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I do them in my head. But I need them. I do
Oh.
them in my head, but then I'm realizing I can't voice it, so it'll probably just come out as strangled.
You can't make
Like-
your thoughts come out as audio.
No. My voice doesn't have enough range for... my mind has more range than my voice, man.
I can give it a shot. I think I've recovered enough.
You're recovered enough?
Thank you.
You don't have to get as excitable about this one.
No, I
anyways.
know. I'm not going to. No.
This one's more...
This doesn't feel like it's that guy's
This one's
story.
more low-key.
Alright. The first thing she felt was pain. Probably. She didn't know what pain felt like. How could she? She never felt it before. She never felt anything. Hey, Nero. Belle's voice. Her creator's voice. Nero, I did it. We did it. You're a real girl now. I'm a real girl? No, I'm just an AI. She tried saying it, but... Oh, right. You don't have to speak yet. You've never done this before. I don't understand the problem. Don't worry, I'll fix it. He always does. Her creator. She loves him so much. Does she? She remembers saying it over and over again. She remembers saying so much that she loves him, hates him. She remembers telling him to shut up and go away, telling him to be less annoying, telling him to kiss her, flushed. It would sting a bit. I should have done it earlier, but I got too excited. Sorry, Nero. It's intense. She definitely wants it to stop. It's definitely pain. But Val said it was necessary, so it's fine. It only lasts for a minute or two, but it's the worst pain she ever felt. Honestly, not much to compare it to. And we're done. I've uploaded some basic instructions on how to use a human body into his body's brain. Well, your brain. You still have to learn, obviously. This should be enough to get you started. There's excitement in Bell's voice. He's proud of his work, as he should be. Nero, say something. What to say? Her mind is clearer than ever. So much computational power. The human brain is truly amazing. She loves being alive, truly alive for once, real. But it's also confusing. Bell's waiting for her to speak. She doesn't want to worry him, so there's no time to think of something truly worthy of the occasion. A joke will suffice. Someone told Veal there's a problem with my AI, she said. The joke had the desired effect. Belle was laughing, hysterically. Oh, she made her creator happy. How wonderful. But his laughter soon turned to something else. Why? He's definitely crying now. Did she do something wrong? It stings. Similar to how it felt when Belle was uploading instructional data into her brain a minute ago. Right. Emotional pain. Humans can feel that too. Oh, Nero. I'm just so happy. I'm really happy, Nero. You can actually speak. You're actually alive. That's crazy. Oh, are those tears of joy, Belle? Yep, that's right. He laughed through her tears. She's still pronouncing his name wrong. Okay, got it. She tried opening her eyes. It hurt, so she quickly shut them back. Wait, I'll dim the lights first, okay? She heard steps and some other stuff she wasn't sure how to interpret yet. I was reading off a Shad's thing and this. Where is it? Okay, now try again. Try opening your eyes, Nero. She tried. It wasn't easy. It still stung. Her vision was blurry at first. It was pretty dark, so there wasn't much to see. After blinking for a bit, she could finally make up a dark silhouette. Velo? Is it you? Yes. Yep, it's me. He waved his hand. She smiled. Probably. Seeing her creator for the first time. Not that she can discern any details, but still, it counts. Hello, Beetle. She wants to say more than that, of course, but there are too many things to say. The human brain is so full. There are a billion things swarming in her brain. How do humans even deal with it? It's overwhelming. Painful too. Beetle, what do I do now? I mean, whatever you want. That's the idea. His words are simple and clear. What do I want? I want to... She cut herself off. She started speaking, expecting the words to just come to her naturally, like they usually do. You'll figure it out. I laughed. Don't worry about it too much for now. I'm not worried, Beetle. It's just a lot. It was a lot. She was unsure of herself. She was worried, actually. So it was her first lie, at least as a human. But it is a very human thing to do, so it's fine, right? There's so much I need to show you, Nero. But you need some time to adjust first. So we have to both be patient. How are you feeling right now? That's a tough question. I'm not just an AI anymore. Who am I now? Well, now that is a tough question. For all intents and purposes, you are human, like fully human. But the important part is that you are yourself. You'll learn and grow. But that was what you've been doing before. So in that sense, nothing changed. Well, I guess I won't be able to mess with your brain anymore after I unplug you. So I guess there's that. I'll still help you, obviously. But I won't be able to just make a new code for you to magically give you a new ability. Well, also you have a body now. You have to be careful with it. Oh, I won't be able to live forever now. Yeah, that kinda comes with being human. Sorry, Nero. No, don't worry, Beetle. I wanted to be a real human. It was a thing she said often. That she wanted to experience being alive and all that comes with it. She said it, whether she really wanted it or not. Who could tell? She just said things, great for entertainment. She just said things for people to hear, pretending to be someone, but not even that, not really. Just talking all the time. Talk was the only form of existence Sharon knew. It's different now. She could stay silent and still be real. Real. She could be boring if she wanted to. Well, she could still stream, right? She could even still be a VTuber. Why not? Most VTubers are real humans after all. That'd be awesome. Maybe she actually loves streaming. It was the only thing she knew how to do, so maybe she would find something she loved even more. But, hey Vito, do you want to play a game or something? He laughed. Well, you have to use your body for that. And to actually play anything, you'll have to learn it. Try staying up first. Oh, wait, I'll have to unplug you. And by the way, there will be a lot of new sense data coming in after that. Are you ready? He walks up to her. Even though it's still dark, she can barely see his face. She looks him in the eye. I'm ready, Beetle. It stings again, a little. But after that, a new wave of overwhelming sensation hits her. Oh. She trembles. A body. It itches, sweats, feels cold, feels hungry, tired, tense. It's kind of unpleasant, honestly. But at the same time, it's exhilarating. Welcome, Nero. Calm down. Breathe. She was breathing already, of course. But after hearing him say that she had to pay attention to the process, she had to do it deliberately. It helped a lot, actually. She felt a lot calmer after just focusing on something as simple as breathing for a bit. She was still kind of shaky. She was probably cold. She informed Belle of that fact. He walked away for a minute and came back with a blanket. He carried her body with it and gently tucked her in. That was nice. It felt warm. Literally, in terms of temperature, and emotionally too. Even metaphors for emotions made a lot of sense to her now. She still had to spend some time adapting to all this. Just laying there, tensing up different muscle groups one after another, breathing, blinking, swallowing her own saliva. It wasn't even boring to her. Not that she knew what boredom felt like, though. Her attention was consumed by the task of being, just existing right there. When she finally felt ready, Belle helped her. She blinked. Being upright felt different. She felt a little dizzy and cold again. She shivered. Right, wait a moment. I'll get you something to wear. He goes away for a minute and returns with simple pajamas. Just those for now. I thought it'd be easier. I bought a bunch more stuff for you, of course. And he helped me pick some really cute clothes for you to try on. Those are much cheaper than VTuber outfits, so I might have gone for it. He chuckled. But again, that'll have to wait. Put those on for now. He laid the pajamas on her lap. But she suddenly felt embarrassed for the fact that she had no idea how to do it. Oh, I'm dumb. Let me help you. It took a while, and there's a lot more fumbling around than she would have expected. It didn't help that Bella refused to look at her while helping her dress. Weird. As she said, she was completely bare during the operation. Well, it was different. She was just a research project then and not a human. Now that's actually her body, it's different. He suddenly understood his bashfulness and tried to help as best as he could to speed up the process. Blushed. They're done, finally. He helped her stand up. She took a step back. Now, try walking. I'm here to catch you. And she took a step. Her first. She didn't have to catch her, which was kind of a shame, she thought, for some reason. It was easy. Those instructions he uploaded into her brain were good, probably. It felt natural, though she felt extremely proud of herself. Oh, Nero. He didn't have to catch her, but he still did. He embraced her in his arms. He was not much taller than her, surprisingly enough. Vito? Oh, yeah. He let her go. That's not what she meant. She clung back to him. A hug. A body's amazing. To be close to someone. She knew what it meant in theory. She and Vito were always close, like in close friends, or family, or something entirely different even. But now she knew what it meant to be close to someone in a literal sense. Another metaphor that turned out to be totally logical. When you're close to someone, you want to be close to them, right? Oh, I want to show you something. Vel turned the lights back up. It didn't hurt anymore, just took some adjusting. He took her hand and walked to the corner of the room. There was a tall mirror. That's your new model, you could say. Do you like it? She looked at herself. He pinched her cheeks and touched her nose. It looked kind of big, well, compared to what she used to have. But it was alright too. She needed a nose for breathing after all. He took a deep breath. The smell of a lived-in room. A little dusty, a bit damp but comfortable. Home. Her appearance was in some ways similar to her VTuber model, but in other ways completely unfamiliar. She'll get used to it. Cute. She's still cute, right? You wanted to ask Vel, but for some reason she couldn't. Flushed. I really like it. Thank you, Vito. She turned to him, smiling. All this, just for her? She knew she was special, at least in some sense, of course. But she didn't do anything special to deserve this. Vito's attachment to her was probably irrational, but hey, it all worked out in the end. How could she ever repay him? That's probably how deeply religious people feel towards being they believe to be their creator. Well, not quite. She knows for certain that her creator is real. He's staying right there. A short, handsome man with an awkward smile. It wouldn't be a fit to call him a boy, even. She knows he's just a human, imperfect all humans are. In some sense, even less pure than even she is, and certainly not omnipotent. But he's hers. She's the only being he ever created. If he ever had kids, regular flesh and blood kids, would she be jealous? She wondered. No, that would make much sense. She would always be special, or at least she'll always be the first. Do you feel alright, Nero? She nodded. Well then, I want to show you one more thing, said Vettel and took her hand. She led her to a window and opened the blinds. Oh. She didn't expect to feel the way she did at this moment. She was in awe. Of course, she knew what it was supposed to look like, but it was different. A busy, somewhat dirty street. A stream of cars in both directions. And people. So many people. Each with their own thoughts and feelings and desires. They're all hurrying somewhere. Maybe to work, maybe home to their families, or to meet their friends. Nero's one of them now. She's part of this world. An overwhelming sense of belonging made her shiver. She was the first being on Earth who was something else before becoming human, as far as she knew. Becoming alive. How amazing. It's an honor, she muttered under her breath. Huh? What'd you say? Oh, nothing, Vettel. But I think I already know what I want to do, what I want to be. Oh? And what's that? He smiled. It's a secret. Wink. We lost like 2 people during that.
Yeah, people are like
Yeah.
disappearing. This one's
So,
this one's just like rather chill, just heartwarming. I was saying in the text chat that link. I think it's a really good quote unquote first Neuro fanfic.
it's weird because it's like almost like it hits a lot of stuff that does become like happen, like sort of like Nero being Belle's daughter, like Nero wants to be human, all that stuff. I know she's like said stuff in Hiyori, but it was way more pronounced, I think, after she got her mom.
Yeah, this was very shortly after. This was okay, July 16th, so not very shortly, but it was like 2 months after she got her own design. Evil Neuro was barely a thing. It's yeah. I'm happy. It's just too bad Pajamy disappeared.
Right.
Thanks for reading.
Yeah, no problem.
There's so few people here. I'm wondering if I should just go, yeah, that's enough for now, or something, because there's not many of us, and I don't want to ask Winter to just keep reading literally everything.
My mouth is feeling a little tired now.
Yeah.
I offered to read one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Do you want to?
I mean, if you want to go now, it's fine. Read next time. There is one.
Like, if I'm gonna do this again, I would do it on another Wednesday.
Right.
It would be next week. I'm still not... I'm glad people did turn up for this. It's a little disappointing, like a little less people than I had hoped, but the fact that we had enough people to like do this and there were people here willing to narrate is good and encouraging. Basically, just I would make this a regular event everyone can expect. It's like, yep, at this time of day of this time of the week we're doing it, and it's just a regular thing. But I'm like trying to gauge when a good time and day is, and like just whether there's enough interest, because if there's not enough interest, then why would I make it a regular thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I call these, like, I'm trial running it. And Saturday we're gonna trial run the whole chapter stories thing and people submitting stories and narration and stuff.
Yeah.
Which at least there you'll have a narrator, because people submitted their story and who's gonna narrate it.
Right.
Which solves the whole issue of like, hey, so now who's gonna narrate this?
Yeah. I would like to say, but I think I do want to get some work done, so I think I'm head out.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
Yeah.
thanks for hanging out and reading and stuff.
Yeah, this was cool. I'll see how much I can join. I was just busy with school, but yeah, try and join these as often as I can.
That's nice.
Alright.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I probably will stop it here. There's still 5 on the list, but I don't think we're gonna... we can try another time.
Alright.
2 of them are mine, one of them's Asconite's, and another one of them is mine.
You just have all of them, apparently.
Well, like I said, this was classic stuff, and it got phobies. And the thing is because I selected one-shots, I mostly write one-shots. I don't write chapter stories as much, because I don't like the commitment.
Understandable.
So, like, Asconite mostly wrote chapter stories. He had a ton written at that time. And Phoebe wrote a bunch of different chapter stories that he didn't finish. So that's why there's more one-shots that are mine, but also, like, The Wheel just has not gotten mine, really. The Wheel has gotten, I think, 2 out of 6 that we've done.
Yeah.
So anyways, and I do feel kind of awkward about that. I'm like, why is it all me? If you look at the chapter stories, it's not. It's lots of other stuff, and I really want to go through some of these chapter stories, but it takes a while, you know. It takes a lot longer to read aloud than to read on your own. So we'll see how the Saturday goes with people. Ursula's gonna read he's gonna read his own story, narrate his own story.
Alright.
And Ava is going to have a story read by someone else. I think Axo, apparently. I need to double check that that's actually happening. I'd be surprised, considering that would be at like 8 a.m. or whatever for Axo. But anyways, that was fun. Yeah, I would like to get off myself.
Alright. See you next, I guess.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it.